So look, there's a point in time that you start getting on the internet.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's when I got my phone.
When did you find out that Soon was dead?
I found it in one of these kind of books. It was a piece, and it said, me on a tombstone. It was my name written on a tombstone.
For the dime moves in the lokes, for the 6-4s on spokes, for the OGs that did a dime, came back around on parole, for the homegirls with the scrap game, little homies that gang bang, from Pelican Bay to YA, rearrange your mind frame. Yeah, I know what you've been through, shit you had to go tend to. Your mama gave birth on the turf, I know them killers you kin to. This for the lost generation, broke as hell, man.
Lifting weights, and I was on swole, they start calling me Big Miz.
Original Stutter Box, Eastside 5, who's Pebble on Bishop, Mill City Gangsta Bloods.
Kev Mac video, you know this is for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul.
This is the beginning.
I'm thinking they trying to disrespect me, but they thought I was dead. Then I started getting the feedback that's how they thought I was dead. Not because of that, but that was the rumor that I was dead. I think Risky started that rumor, to be honest. Because you know, if somebody's saying every time they see him, yo, what's up with Soon? And he don't want to hear it no more. You know, the white man don't want to hear about no black nigga no more. He tired. He like, nigga, it's my show now. Fucking Soon is dead. He got killed in prison. How the fuck, nigga? Hey, nigga, please. Soon is dead. And then I called some other dude named Wise from one of these books. They had the email. So I emailed the nigga. I said, yo, man, Soon's not dead. I'm Soon. Then he called me right away, talking about, who's this? And Soon is dead. And I'm like, man, look. Then he got me right in contact with Risky, just like that. Risky called me. That's when that book, what's called, was coming out. That Mocha or whatever the book.
Okay,
yeah. Maybe this book was coming out. And then he just reached out just to really see if it was me, see if I was really dead. I know he knew I wasn't dead, but just to make sure it was me or whatever. He wasn't reaching out to help me like I helped him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't reaching out to
But listen, when you left LA, you didn't leave on bad terms with Risk.
No, not at all. But you know, let me tell you, I think we did leave on bad terms, because you know what? Because me and, you know how, well, when I was doing the piece up at the Radiotron, right, me and Legit got into it, because I lived in Altadena at the time, and at a certain time, the buses stopped running. So I had to go to somebody's house. So I usually stay at Legit's house, Mac's house, Mac's house, and Legit was like, oh, I'm out of here, I'm leaving. Meet me around the way, but I didn't trust that meet me around the way shit. I'm like, just wait. And then we started fighting. We got into a big old fight up at the Radiotron. And then Risky was there, and Risky's so soft that he saw how we was going at it. When after he came back to get me and take me to Hamilton's house, Legit put the bug in his ear, yo, soon when he see you, he gonna fuck your ass up. And every time I go over Legit's around Legit's way, I see Risky in the driveway, I be like, yo, that nigga, burn out. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I didn't know what was going on. I said, man, fuck. And then Legit told me, yeah, I told him you was gonna fuck him up. When you see it.
Where did Risk live at back in those days?
Mulholland Drive.
Where's that at?
Beverly Hills, yeah. Or just the beginning of Beverly Hills or something like that. But it was in the rich part of town. And nigga had a 5.0 at 17. All black, and the Mexicans fucked it up. Him and Legit. See, that's what it was. You know, when you getting up with niggas, sometimes you beefing. Sometimes you be beefing, right? So Legit and them tried to go against me. You know what I'm saying? Because we had that fight. They wasn't fucking with me. Legit wasn't fucking with me no more. But he wanted to still, he was still going up.
Legit sided with Risk?
Nah, Risk he took risk. He took risk from me. You know what I'm saying? He ain't side with the nigga. He's like, fuck that. We gonna use your car and we going over here. We gonna really get up. And then they went out and they got stopped, but they got caught by some gangbangers over there doing a piece, right? And they saw the car, because Legit had ran, right? And then they chased him, and then he came back, and then the Mexicans saw the car with all the paint, and they just spray painted the whole car, all in the inside, the glass window, because the top was off. They just fucked his car up.
Look, you and Legit really fucked with Risk. That was your guy.
That was our guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga's a snake, man. That's all I can say. So look, it wasn't like I just knew him. No, I actually held this nigga hand. Say like the Pan Pacific right here, right? Is you Legit, me, Risky right here, right? He's the only white dude, right? It'd be me, J. Cool, whoever's with me, right? And rivaling Minor and them be down by that green thing looking, right? He a white boy. So, you know, he walked back and forth between them. You know what I'm saying? So he became friends with them, Minor and them, so West Coast.
On your watch.
Yes, on my watch. He wouldn't even met them niggas if he wasn't with me. They wasn't checking for him. They was really watching my shit. So he met with them, and then, but they started that after I left, though. You know what I'm saying? After I was out of the scene, that West Coast artist, I didn't really.
So look, him coming from a rich family, living on Mulholland Drive. Was he buying the spray paint? Or
He was at first. I made that nigga steal that shit.
Yeah.
I said, you can't hang with me buying no motherfucking paint. That nigga was stealing it. He was literally stealing. He had to. He wasn't fucking with me. Cause I would look like letting some white boy come in and then predict what we gonna do next. You gotta steal, cause then he gonna put a label on. I mean, his money gonna stop with our growth. If he don't want to spend no more, I just need 10K. You know, no, you getting all this paint, nigga.
So let's fast forward. You're on the internet. You reconnect with Risk. What's the issue, man?
The issue was one time he told me, I said, yo, I see you on the interview, you got all this paint right here, you know, and say, yeah, I got a thing with him. I'm like, yo, man, how much, what's the math on that paint? He said, oh, don't worry about it, I got you. A couple of months later, the paint finally comes, but it comes only 12 cans. Can't do shit with 12 cans. I ain't wrote in 25 years. 12 cans is just practicing tags real quick over again, you know what I'm saying? 12 cans? I was like, man, nigga, I taught you how to steal paint, and that's the lifeblood of graffiti. And you gonna give me 12 cans? So I had to go to the you know, me from the old school, I'm thinking I could just go to Walmart and go buy $300 more paint, but the paint had the chops that went sideways, you know what I'm saying? It was just bullshit. So, you know, I kept the little paint he had, did the outline with it, and I did a piece called Exodus for I did an Exodus piece right there.
As far as him incorporating some of your styles into his artwork, why is that an issue when you are the one who brought this dude?
It's an issue because
you talked to dude.
It's an issue because you ain't show me no motherfucking love. Put it this way. If I took you and brought you around to this graffiti, taught you how to get up and everything, actually, matter of fact, all the pieces you see with me and him, I did. You know what I'm saying? I did the whole piece. They didn't even touch the can. You know what I'm saying? You just my lookout. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessing you with all this shit, and then now it's your turn. You famous now, right? What would be your objective? Oh, that's my man. He mentored me into this shit. Let me give him a little shine. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no bread. I'm good. I don't need no bread. But I would like, you know, you could have put me into a show. You know what I'm saying? It linked me into whoever's making that book, so I could get me a book going. You know what I'm saying? Something. Not just here's 12 cans of paint. Nice see. Have a good life.
Right.
Fuck that. And then you always acting like but. You know what I'm saying? And then on the phone, I'm talking to this nigga, I'm like, yo, man, the paint's taking too long. I said, yo, man, I feel like you trying to play me, man. You know, he's like, nah, it ain't like that. They gonna send the paint. But I'm like, why you just can't send the paint? Why you gotta have the company send the paint? You can just fucking send it. He ended up sending it out, and it's just 12 cans. And then the motherfucker's like, I'm talking to the nigga, and I said, yo, man, I wonder what they would say if they knew that, I was selling you outlines and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, you ever sold me no outlines? Because he thought I was video recording it, so he had to come crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't heard from that cracker ever again, man. I ain't heard from that motherfucker ever again, man. That nigga, he was shook. He said, oh, my walls are coming down now, right? But you know.
That's crazy. Soon was doing outlines for Risk, and Green was doing outlines for Green.
Yeah. Outline the whole piece. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. Yeah. Green don't deny it, but Risk, he going to his grave denying it. That nigga crazy. Goddamn it, man. Risk couldn't even tag. Like, when I was with him, he couldn't even tag. How he gonna be doing something with me? Hell no. I got to do the whole piece. If it's gonna look good, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Why would I steal all this paint for a dude who ain't so good to fuck up the wall? And we could get busted at the same time. Just watch my back. I got this.
Hey, put it on Green real quick. What's the first work that you saw of Soon? Do you remember the first time you saw some of his work?
Yeah, at the Radiotron. Radiotron was the first time, and then it was the Pan Pacific.
a friend of mine, well, no, a friend of a guy I went to school with introduced me to Dream. And I had seen, well, before he was Dream, he was called Tag. His name was Tag. And he had did a piece off the 405, and it said Biter. And I was painting at the time, but that was like one of the best pieces I've seen, because it was like out just in the, in the middle of the water or wherever it was. And another friend introduced me to him at the mall, and I brought my sketchbook or whatever. He wasn't that impressed when he was flipping through it, but then he was like, do you get up on the wall? Because in Carson, nobody's really painting on the wall. And I showed him my pictures and stuff, and then that's when we became cool.
So when you went to Radiotron, you seen Soon's work, were you impressed? Was it different? What?
Yeah, Soon is behind like a lot of the East Coast writers that have a double letter in their name. He was probably the most influential, because like I said, he did graffiti to where you could actually walk up to the wall and see, where everybody out here was just jocking East Coast shit through the fucking books and through movies and all this stuff and videos. There was really no real New York graffiti out here. You see glimpses of it like through Brim when he came out here, a few different people and stuff, but you never really saw it like that much style, that much time put into the piece to where you could be like, God damn. And everybody was still using skinny tips. We was all primitive in the Stone Ages until we was able to see his stuff close up. And my thing, I'm gonna tell you one thing, I was doing graffiti probably like two or 3 years before I even seen this guy. And I had to start back over again because Dream fell in love with his stuff, and my whole thing had to change.
So you saying Soon brought LA out of the Stone Age of graffiti?
I think so. I think so. Because I could have still been doing what I was doing back there and had a different influence. But my thing is, when you saw his stuff, you wanted to be connected more to that. You know what I'm saying? And plus, he was a black writer too. I was like, first time. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't feel that much alone seeing his stuff. But Soon was real arrogant at the time back then. So he was New York. He was New York, and he, fuck LA. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New York. And that's the beef that Dream had with him. It was more.
Soon had an issue.
No, I'm just saying that's like his Dream's internal gripe. Yeah, towards Soon.
We used to ditch school to come up here, sit up here at the benches after we go inside and look at everything, then sit at the benches and go, fuck, how's he pulling this shit off? Yeah, we used to do that all the time.
So do you remember the first time seeing Soon's work, and where was it at?
I think the one, other than the throw-ups and tags, close to home was behind a car wash on Redondo and Venice Boulevard. And that's that little yard where this piece is. This one and one of Legit's joints, and there was a little B-boy head, and I think they had the word Brooklyn written in there. And that's when I was still Unique One. You seen a variety of shit. And then, like I said, then his just kind of like was starting to stand out amongst all the variety of shit, at least in my sector. You like they said, it was a lot of primitive stuff starting to develop, and by the time we got introduced to the scene and start catching buses to go on other sides of the town, by the Belmont and all that, is when we would see the LA Breakers, Shandu, Crime, and what they had with not the LA Bomb Squad, and then getting down into the Belmont, we were getting familiar with the DTK stuff with Blinky and Charlie, and then the development. By the time the LA Bomb Squad thing started slowing down, and then the K2S kicked in, and then it continued with that. On this end, this brother, and then the West Coast thing started. When they were even doing the isms, we didn't because we wasn't with them. We didn't identify when Dave-ism, Minor and them, and PJ and them was doing the ism. We didn't identify that was a crew. We just thought that was just added information at the end of the names. You know what I mean? So West Coast, everything kind of started developing like hot after this dude, but I can't really tell you
Hey, Soon, how come you weren't hitting RTD buses?
I was, man.
He was.
I ain't
From
bullshitting.
coming
I
from
was
Venice,
doing-
all them buses.
There was a bus depot right there off of Venice, right there.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
by-
off of Pico, between
and I was hitting that shit. Man.
at Rampart.
They got me twisted, man. See, what it is a lot of people wasn't writing at the time I was writing, so you couldn't check for it. You know what I'm saying? They started getting into it like later on, like, you know, when I was doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Then they would see that, oh, this is new. You know, but it wasn't new. That was just there. You know what I'm saying?
So look, LA has subways now. I'll buy you a box of paint.
I have my bail money.
First one?
I'll be the first one to do a throw on that motherfucker. But see, right here, here go a piece right here that we got in LA.
Okay,
that one ain't, you know what I'm saying? And that's
now, where was that at? That was
what I'm saying, you know what I mean? That's as soon as, and this one.
Was that off of Western? Because I heard, okay, I remember that.
This one my head, green.
That makes sense.
And that's what they want to do.
For the camera, what's the significance of West Coast painting body for outsiders that don't know about this landmark?
It was a West Coast. We were on Venice Boulevard. Anybody could see it. It was right here in broad daylight, big. You know what I'm saying? It said West Coast Paint Auto Body Yard. And a lot of people who ever go on this block could see it. And it stayed for like 20 years. It was up for a long time.
What year did you do this?
84. And it stayed, man. And it was around the corner. We did one around the corner too.
Yeah,
and this one,
that was
around the corner and one on that side. Yeah.
I asked you on the corner, but I'm gonna ask you again. Do you think this is where West Coast artists got their name from?
Most definitely, this is where West Coast artists got their name from. Definitely, without question.
From this building.
Yeah, from the piece that I did. Yeah, yeah.
And what did that piece say?
West Coast. Yeah, definitely West Coast. That's like right there. That shit. Ain't nothing else. You know what I'm saying? West Coast is perfect for them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they definitely got that off.
Did you solicit the job, or they got at you?
We was bombing the building, and then the dude said, "Yo, man, can y'all paint this building?" And I said, "Hell yeah!" And we did it, me and Legit, and that was that. You know what I'm saying? He gave us a big ass radio. You know, I ain't gonna say white man, but you know, you get this nigga a big radio and a couple of dollars and all the paint that they could use, that type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
And who helped you do it?
Legit. I mean, he was there. You know what I'm saying? You know, legit. He was a bomber. And, you know, he's the reason probably why they let me do it, because this whole place was all bombed out. You know what I'm saying? So they said, "Can you do something on the wall?"
Legit West Coast?
Artists? Hell nah. Young Lord. Oh, WW Wanted Writers. That was the Legit crew.
When you say this place was bombed out, what was
tagged up?
By who? Whose name was on it?
Legit. Probably buddy right here. Zeus, some dude named Zeus was bombing around this motherfucker. Couple of dudes. Couple of dudes was bombing.
Yeah, cause
but we was definitely, when we coming from around the corner, we hitting everything. We started off here, so we bombed this first, and then we keep moving, going all the way down to the beach, or going all the way downtown, just on foot, walking, 20 cans. Tags, just tags, not no pieces, nothing like just tags.
Would you catch other graffiti writers studying your work?
Well, Risky right here. Risky is where I met Risky at, right here. He was looking at this wall right here. We was at that the car wash. We sitting in the car wash. I said, "What the fuck are these white boys doing over here?" We stand out there, and then we went up to him, and it was like, "Yeah, we want to learn how to do this." You know what I'm saying? And that's how I met that motherfucker.
Ain't no stopping us now. We making moves. Ain't no stopping us now. We on the move.